Baczność! Baczność! Szeregu, zbiórka! Tak jest! Szeregu, zbiórka! Szeregu, zbiórka! Baczność! Baczność!
Steht eine Laterne, steht sie noch davor. Dort wollen wir uns wiedersehen. Bei der Laterne wollen wir stehen, wie einst Lili Marleen, wie einst Lili Marleen.
Szeregu, zbiórka!
Sahen wir eine Haus, das wir lieb uns hatten, das sah man gleich daraus. Und alle Leute sollen es sehen, wenn wir bei der Laterne stehen, wie einst Lili Marleen, wie einst Lili Marleen. Deine Schritte kennt sie, deinen schönen Gang. Alle Abend brennt sie, doch mich vergaß sie lang. Und sollte mir ein Leid geschehen, dann wird bei der Laterne stehen. Mit dir, Lili Marleen, mit dir, Lili Marleen. Aus dem stillen Raume, aus der Erde Grund, hebt sich wie im Traume dein verliebter Mund. Wenn sich die späten Nebel drehen, dann wird bei der Laterne stehen. Mit
Tak jest!
dir, Lili Marleen.
Tak jest!
Mit dir, Lili Marleen. La-di-da, di-da-di-da, la-da-da-da-da-da. Wenn sich die späten Nebel drehen, wer wird bei der Laterne stehen, wie einst
I am speaking to you from the cabinet room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany. You can imagine what a bitter blow it is to me that all my long struggle to win peace has failed. Yet I cannot believe that there is anything more or anything different that I could have done and that would have been more successful. Up to the very last, it would have been quite possible to have arranged a peaceful and honorable settlement between Germany and Poland. But Hitler would not have it. He had evidently made up his mind to attack Poland whatever happened. And although he now says he put forward reasonable proposals which were rejected by the Poles, that is not a true statement. The proposals were never shown to the Poles, nor to us. And though they were announced in the German broadcast on Thursday night, Hitler did not wait to hear comments on them, but ordered his troops to cross the Polish frontier the next morning. His action shows convincingly that there is no chance of expecting that this man will ever give up his practice of using force to gain his will. He can only be stopped by force. And we in France are today, in fulfillment of our obligations, going to the aid of Poland, who is so bravely resisting this wicked and unprovoked attack upon her people. We have a clear conscience. We have done all that any country could do to establish peace. But a situation in which no word given by Germany's ruler could be trusted, and no people or country could feel itself safe, had become intolerable. And now that we have resolved to finish it, I know that you will all play your part with calmness and courage.
Gotów! Tak jest! Baczność! Baczność! Szeregu, zbiórka! Gotów! publiczność!
Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of the Senate, of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at solicitation of Japan, still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. Indeed, 1 hour after Japanese air squadrons had commenced bombing in the American island of Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague delivered to our Secretary of State a formal reply to a recent American message. And while this reply stated
Szeregu, zbiórka!
that it seemed useless to continue the existing diplomatic negotiations, it contained no threat
Szeregu,
or
zbiórka!
hint of war or of armed attack.
Szeregu,
It
zbiórka!
will be recorded that the distance of Hawaii from Japan makes it obvious that the attack was deliberately planned.
This is a talk on national security, because the nub of the whole purpose of your president is to keep you now and your children
Szeregu,
later
zbiórka!
and your grandchildren much later out of a last-ditch war for the preservation of American independence. All the things that American independence means to you and to me and to ours. Never before, since Jamestown and Plymouth Rock, has our American civilization been in such danger as now. The Nazi masters of Germany made it clear that they intend not only to dominate all life and thought in their own country, but also to enslave the whole of Europe, and then to use the resources of Europe to dominate the rest of the world. In view of the nature of this undeniable threat, it can be asserted properly and categorically that the United States has no right or
Mocność!
reason to encourage talk of peace until the day shall come when there is a clear intention on the part of the aggressor nations to abandon all thought of dominating or conquering the world. The forces of the states that are leagued against all people who live in freedom are being held away from our shores. The Germans and Italians are being blocked on the other side of the Atlantic by the British and by the Greeks and by thousands of soldiers and sailors who are able to escape from subjugated countries. The Japanese are being engaged in China, in Asia, by the Chinese nation in another great defense. In the Pacific Ocean
Tak jest!
is our fleet, a gun loaded with explosive bullets, economic as well as military.
Tak jest!
Frankly and definitely, there is danger
Mocność!
ahead. Danger against which
Tak jest!
we must prepare. But we well
Mocność!
know that we cannot escape danger or the fear of it by crawling into bed and pulling the cover
Tak jest!
over our heads. Germany has said that she was occupying Belgium to save the Belgians from the British. Would she hesitate then to say to any South American country, we are occupying you to protect you from aggression by the United States? Belgium is being used as an invasion base against Britain, now fighting for its life. And any South American country in Nazi hands would always constitute a jumping-off place for German attack on any one of the other republics of this hemisphere. We think of Hawaii as an outpost of defense in the Pacific, yet the Azores are closer to our shores in the Atlantic than Hawaii is on the other side.